Hey guys, Dave here with Dave's Archives, and today I have something really, really special. This is a Mitsubishi HD2000 VCR from the early 2000s. And what makes this special is it's brand new, in the box, never been opened, from the manufacturer. Well, not really, I got it off eBay, but this is a really great piece of equipment. Why? Because my VCR broke, and so I had to order a new one. The neat thing about this VCR, being it a newer VCR, is that I have some guarantees, which are it's going to work a little bit better than a used one, and two, it's one of the latest models of VCR that they came out with back in the early 2000s, because at that time, people started using DVRs, and they started using DVD players, and so on and so forth, and so VCRs are starting to take a back turn with their popularity. Now, this VCR, it is a digital VCR. What does that mean? Well, it plays digital high-definition tapes. That was a thing during the early 2000s, VCR playing digital tapes in HD, which is crazy. Now, the tapes weren't digital per se. They're just standard VHS tapes, but they had the ability to make these tapes HD at some point in time. I don't know the specifics. I didn't buy this for that, though. I bought it because I need something reliable, newer, and really not secondhand, because I've gone through like 7 or 8 VCRs in the past 5 or 6 years. And let me tell you, it gets really, really, really old. But we have this now. Let me start unboxing it. I want to share the whole experience with you guys, because it's not every day you get to see someone open up a brand new VCR. Really, really neat. So let's get started. Yeah. HS-HD2000U, high definition, digital VCR. Digital. Okay, so why don't we get her open? This tape. It's hard to believe this tape is like 20 years old or so. And that's not too old for your VCR, 19, 20 years old. I don't know when they made this specific VCR. It could have been in 2001, 2002, could have been 2004, who knows. But yeah, so here we go. I think I'm going to turn the camera down just a tad so that we can see me unboxing this a little bit better. So give me 1 second here. Hey guys, how's it going? All right, got the camera pointing down a little bit better so we can watch this in a normal way. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed. Here we go. It smells like a library in here. Let me turn this around. All right, so here we have a brand new, I gotta stop saying brand new, we all know it's new by now, the owner's manual. What else do we got? What surprises? Ooh, a blank high definition HD VHS tape. Mitsubishi branded. All right. You got your audio cords here. Looks like your FireWire cable. And this is if you wanted to hook this up to a DVR or a television set that is compliant with FireWire for this particular unit. It was tough getting this to play high definition during its time. You got the batteries for the remote. Not entirely sure what this is. Maybe it's the remote receiver, like infrared or something. Not really sure. And here we have the remote. A lot of people absolutely love it. And the neat thing about this is kind of getting some Star Trek going on. It flips open so you can access the extra controls. Try my best to be as gentle as possible. Yeah, that didn't work. I have broken the styrofoam. I like to keep this stuff intact in case I want to store it or sell it, resell it, what have you, ship it out to get it repaired. I love the little folding techniques. All this stuff back then was made in Japan, so they took extra care in making sure this stuff got to you right. And there you have it. The HD2000U Mitsubishi digital VCR. Brand spanking new. Got the little Mitsubishi logo on the back, and there's all my inputs. The most important one being S-Video for the work I do. Alright, now that we have this all unboxed, let's get it set up and start transferring some tape magic from the 80s and 90s. We'll see you in a sec. Alright, so we got the VCR out. Let's start her up. But first, let's make the connections on the back. But let's power her on real quick just to see what it's like powering on this 20-something-year-old VCR for the very first time. I'm sure it's not going to be too dramatic, but you just hit the power button right here. That's it. It's on. Alright, so first things first, let's get it hooked up. Let me turn it off, and then we'll get it hooked up to the back. So, I want to use S-Video out, the first one here. There we go. Okay. And our RCA for audio. And that's it. Now let's turn it back around and see what we got. Okay. I'm going to put a tape in. And what tape am I going to play? This tape, I just unboxed this recently. One of our subscribers sent it in. Very generous folks, by the way, and thanks to all of your support, for real, like seriously. This stuff was what keeps the channel going. But what I want to share with you is the really neat recordings on this off-air tape. This tape has Mad TV and about 4 or 5 Mad TV episodes from 1997. We got something called Wild Africa. You got an episode of Geraldo, Step by Step, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I guess 3 or 4 episodes of that. So there's a lot of goodies on this one. So let's see what it looks like and how it plays. Very excited, yes. First things first, put the tape in. Alright, so the VCR tape wasn't rewound. It was at the very end. So you can hear this Lamborghini engine running. It's loud, but it's fast. I just rewound 5 hours in literally less than a minute. Maybe 30 seconds. Jeez. So we got 6 hours. Lots of play on here. Now, let's do the very first play run of a tape on this machine. Oh yeah. It's fantastic. Now, the cool thing about this is the tape isn't in great condition. And when you have super long play on a tape, like 6 hours, all recorded on a tape, you're going to have some degradation. The quality is not going to be as good as standard play or SP. Now you notice that when the tape first played, it stuttered a little bit, went in and out, but then it corrected itself. Had I used a regular VCR, it would have continued playing like crap, but this VCR is special because it has time-based correction and dynamic noise reduction. And it's the latest kind of TBC and DNR from this period, which is the early 2000s, which is absolutely fantastic because it's way better than those VCRs that had it or didn't have it back in the 80s and 90s. Alright, so we have the VCR playing. We've got a VHS tape in there, 6 hours long, and it's playing absolutely perfect. Everything about it looks amazing. The quality of the picture, there's no jiggling of the screen. Pause it. Now, I have TBC on, time-based correction, and dynamic noise reduction. What that does again is it corrects the alignment, it corrects the how a tape may bend at the top. I'm not going to use any technical words, this is all layman's, but it corrects the picture in several different ways. Especially the jitter you see on the screen sometimes when you play VCR, things of that nature. And DNR, dynamic noise reduction, again, what it does is it it corrects the graininess and kind of the bad picture quality by smoothing things out a bit, just making it a lot more pleasing to the eye, especially since this would be playing at the time on new HD TV sets or things near HD. I don't know if you can tell, but the image is a lot more stable. It's a little bit more smoother looking, still retains a lot of the detail. So it's very important to have that if you're interested in transferring tapes, especially older ones or tapes that have a lot of stuff packed in that would have reduced the quality of the tape itself. Now what I like to do, what I do on my channel, is I do a lot of commercial transfers. And a lot of you know that already. But if you're stumbling on for the first time, what I like to do is fast forward through the main content and then strictly just record the commercials. And as we're going to see here, so we're going to watch a couple commercials, things I like to transfer. And I'm going to show you what this looks like here on the television set and then transfer digitally and upscale to 4K. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. All right, so now we're back here in my office. My office is the space I do everything in. All my work, my live streams, editing, pretty much everything. And what we're going to do here is we're going to transfer that material you just saw me playing earlier, and we're going to see how it looks after we've uploaded it to YouTube. And we're going to include it in this video, of course. And we're going to do a little side-by-side of what you saw on the television set compared to what the actual transfer looks like. So let's try it out.
They came to our planet. They destroyed our cities. But on November 7th, they'll learn they messed with the wrong species. Starship Troopers, rated R. Opens everywhere November 7th.
Why have a sandwich that's been lying around under heat lamps when you can go to Subway and have one made hot on the spot? Try our steak and cheese, roasted chicken breast, and Subway melt. Hot sandwiches that aren't hamburgers. Take the Subway challenge. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
It had been well over a half an hour. Anxiously, I shouted, "Change, Master! Change! Hurry, hurry! Change! Change quickly!"
A quick change in less than 30 minutes? What do you think this is, that new GM Goodwrench Service Plus?
I'm not frightened by slow oil changes anymore. 29 minutes or less, or the next one's free. New GM Goodwrench Service Plus. Like Master says.
The plus means better.
Call for the select GM dealer near you.
Minutes ago, a major emergency was averted. The Power Rangers Deluxe Rescue Megazord crushed all evil with its 5 incredible rescue vehicles, like Wind Rescue and Thunder Loader, all morphed into their own Zords, came together and created the Deluxe Rescue Megazord. So remember, to banish evil, I'm telling you, hang on to your Megazord.
Can it, Anchor Boy! I've still got evil to do!
Shift into turbo with the Deluxe Rescue Megazord. Bender. Action satisfaction.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.